Hi guys, welcome back to the second broadcast from today, which is the Mum's Makery Autumn Fair. And I don't know about you guys, but during the break I took Cindy's book of needle felting dogs, and ta-da! The boss decided to join us again, as he always does in the second of our broadcasts. He pops on and makes a little cameo, and today he is sporting a beautiful hand knitted autumny woolen jumper, and this actually was made by Alex, and I don't know if Alex is watching, Alex Johnston, and she actually made that. Wow, that was like a really loud motorbike going on the road. Scared you as well, didn't it, mate? So yeah, he's sporting it's all right, mate, come here. Sporting a jumper that Alex made for him a little while ago, although I think he might have filled it out a little bit by now. And we've added, I don't know if you can see, the beaker brooch from my personal event box, as provided by Sarah. Thank you very much. I'm wearing my dealy boppers, but they're a bit clanky, so we'll see how I get on with those. I don't want to attach myself to the brim behind. So you happy now you've seen everybody? Kiss, kiss. I do this every time, and every time he's like, nope. Kiss? No? You want to go over there for sausage, don't you? All right, go on then. Off you go then, mate. And he's gone. The boss is out of here. Right, so welcome back again. We've got hopefully another fun-filled hour for you this afternoon. And during the break, some of you experienced some sound issues in the first half, and I made it my mission to figure out what was going on with that, and I have figured out what was going on with it. It was the overlay for the Flingo game that was causing the problem. So I have since fixed it, so hopefully the next game of Flingo we won't have that issue again. Subsequently though, although we had the issue, we had a lot of winners because of it, I think. I think we've got four Flingo winners, something like that. I don't know. What we will do is, obviously, you need to make sure that you get your Flingo card to us in some form or other, email, or if you're unsure, just message one of the Pixies and they'll help you out. I do just want to actually take a minute and thank the Pixies and the helpers for all of their hard work, because without them none of this would be possible. I can see these things. Every time I bob my head I can see these in my peripheral vision. It's like I'm getting bombed by seagulls or something. So yeah, thank you. And if you would just take a minute and pop a thank you in whichever event chat that you are in. They have worked incredibly hard, and we did have a little bit of tech failure this morning, which made their jobs just that little bit harder. So thank you very much, guys, from me. And it was a bit of a trial by fire for Nikki, bless her. It was in the deep end with that particular Pixie. Right, so what's up first? What are we going to do first? Oh yes, okay. So some of you did ask what the little bit of ribbon was for in kit number 1, and I kind of glossed over it because it was, in my mind, I already knew what it was. So in part 1 we made this lovely little pussy willow sprig, and the little bit of ribbon that was on there was just for just tying yourself a little bow. And as many of you know, I don't do tiny little ribbon bows on camera after the palaver that was the mistletoe incident. So yeah, you can just tie yourself a little bow, or if you were putting it with a little flower or something and you just wanted a little sort of decorative finish, that's all that ribbon was in there for. So what you will have in your event box, other than kit 1, there's this little packet, and there's some raffia in there. There's some little beads on sticks, sort of bendy wires. There's some little cones, this dried fruit, and some brown twine. And all of this packet, this is just a little bit of extra to put in for you to add a little flourish, a little sprig, a little bow, a little anything to any of the makes that you're doing. So that's all that that was for. The chockies, one would hope, are self-explanatory. Nom, nom, nom. And then obviously you've got your kit too. The wool that is in the event box are a few samples of the wool that we stock here at Mums and supply here at Mums Makery. And I believe the colours are, you've got autumn green, pumpkin. This is the autumn gold. I want to say this is autumn gold. Is it autumn gold? Yes, autumn gold and cranberry. Really nice, colourful autumn colours for you to just play about with, add some decorative details and whatever else. And then obviously you've got your kit number 2, and we'll be getting to that very, very shortly. So circling back, now the boss has gone. I did mention this in part 1, and I am going to give it another shout out in part 2. This is Cindy Lou Thompson's a masterclass in needle felting dogs, and Mums Makery does get a little mention as she uses our felters wax. It's an absolutely great book, and there's a lot of tips and tricks and techniques. I can't show you inside, but there's the front, there's the back. And I believe that it is now again available on Amazon to order. So definitely worth having a look at that. Okay, event boxes. As we're still on the event box, I did mention it again in part 1. The event boxes, we are going to carry on doing events throughout 2021. We've decided that we've not had enough craziness, that we're going to keep on going with it. And we're really, really excited because there are a few new things that we're already discussing for next year. The event box price is going to increase after this event. So whichever the next event is, that will be going up, and that's mainly for 2 reasons. 1, I can make the event boxes bigger, and 2, I can put more weight in it. I can go up to like 1 kilo in weight. This is awesome. I know the pixies who pack the boxes are now just going, wait, what? Even B sat there going, oh, I don't want to be a part of that pixie team. Thanks, Sam. Okay, so the next event that we have planned, it's not an event, it's a party, and it's going to be the Mums Makery Halloween party, and it's an opportunity for us to just try out a sort of a different idea. So it's not quite so full on as this. It's one broadcast, it's a party, there's going to be a goodie bag, not an event box, and we're just going to have fun with it and see what happens for Halloween. And I believe it's the 10th of October, and it'll be starting at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But do join us on the social media, either the group or the Facebook page, and you'll get lots of information regarding the party there. Which brings me back to something that I mentioned very briefly in part 1, which was the Christmas show. And I'm not going to go into too much detail right now because we are still formulating some plans for it. But I think it's the 2nd weekend in November. The dates have now completely escaped me, even though I did know what it was about 5 seconds before I came on air. It's going to be the 2nd weekend in November, I think, and it's going to be a sort of a Christmas craft show. That's all I'm going to say. There's going to be more coming on that, and it's a completely different type of show that we're going to be doing, so more will come on that very, very soon. Okay, should we kick things off with a giveaway?
I think so.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so what we have left are two Pixie giveaways. We did 2 in part 1, and we're going to do 2 in part 2. Don't forget that there is also the Boss bonus giveaway, which is something that has gone live in the group, or in the Facebook group. So that's facebook.com/group/mumsmakery. In the group, you will find that post. It's a post that we've popped up today because I always find that there are people who find us on the day. They see the live broadcast, they pop along and they go, oh, well, I missed all the giveaways. So I like to do something that happens actually on the day. The post is, what's your favourite autumnal activity, or what do you like to do in the autumn? So it's 1 entry per person. Pop your entry in the group post, and I will be doing a draw. It won't be live because it'll be after the shows are finished, but I will do a draw about 6 o'clock this evening. I'm like powering through this, aren't I? She's like, okay, right, next, like, take that, done that. Right, what's next? Giveaway, that's what we're doing. Right, who has the poem giveaway? Nikki. Oh, lovely little new pixie Nikki. She's not lovely, she's evil. She nicks all the fudge. I think she might actually be on par with Hayley for snaffling everybody's fudge, but there we go. Nikki's prize giveaway. The Pixie prize giveaways run in Facebook group on the week that runs up to one of our events. And Nikki's prize giveaway was an autumn poem, and each entry for the drawer added 1 line to this poem. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing out on the broadcast because it's lengthy, but I will start by just reading the first sort of like 2 or 3 paragraphs. So the poem started off with Nikki's first line, which was, I love autumn, the colours are great. So that's how the poem started, and then each entry added a line to that poem. I love autumn, the colours are great, the leaves will fall, we just have to wait. A cosy fire and fudge on my plate, but don't let big puddles be in your fate. Kicking up leaves like my inner child, enjoying the colours red and gold, keeping warm, avoiding the cold. Crunching leaves under your feet, getting excited for All Hallows Eve. So that's just how the poem started. There is a lot more, and I will be putting the whole poem. I don't know how crazy it gets the further down it goes. I haven't read it all yet. So I will put the whole poem up in the group, and I will also put it up in or on the Facebook page. So that was Pixie Nikki's prize giveaway. That was her her sort of entry. And Pixie B, the lovely Pixie B, my right hand pixie on events, is going to tell me how many entries there were, because I can't remember.
117.
117, 117. Okay, so we're going to do a Google. My other lovely assistant Google. Now let me get Fluff Chat out of the way. And so we've got numbers 1 to 117. Roll the dice. Oh, number 116. 116. So if you are number 116 on Pixie Nikki's giveaway draw, congratulations. We will get a surprise out to you. You're going to confirm who it is? Yeah?
I am.
Right, okay.
Yes.
We'll circle back to, oh, hang on. Do we know?
Yeah, Leslie Best.
Leslie Best. Again! Oh, okay. It's like a right fix, isn't it? Right. As the same person can't win two Pixie draws. That's obviously it's in the spirit of fairness. So as Leslie has already won one, we're going to go back and we're going to draw it again. So here's the previous one. We're going to generate another number now. Number 81. So lucky number 81, you are the winner for Pixie Nikki's giveaway, unless of course it's Anne what won Pixie Sue's giveaway. Dawn Jordan, congratulations, you are the winner of Pixie Nikki's prize giveaway, and we will be sending you something probably completely random and crazy. These really do clang, Sarah. Sarah Somerton, yes, I'm talking to you. This acorn's very clangy and weighty. It's actually quite weighty. I'm going to take this off for a minute because I do feel like I'm clanging about quite a bit. Right, let me pop those there. Okay, what's up next?
How are you, Pixie and Fluff Chat helper?
Oh, okay, right. We're going to do what? I'm pretty sure that what she said was not what I heard. I heard do the new fluff. I was like, what? Sounds like a weird pixie dance. Do the fluff. Do the new colours. Right, okay. Is that what you actually said?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go with that.
See, I know the look on her face, and I know that that's not what she said, and now I'm afraid. We do have 4 new lovely colours that we are bringing out today. We've got Harvest Gold. I don't know that the camera does them justice. We've got Autumn, they're all upside down for this camera. Autumn Gold, Harvest Gold, Honeycomb, and Navy Blue. And they will be available both in the 10 grams and in the 50 grams. All the new products will be available on the website, and that will be after the second broadcast has concluded. Give me about 10 minutes to have a cup of coffee or something stronger. And we will get all of the new products up online for you this afternoon. In addition to the new colours, we've also got a couple of other new products that we're bringing you today. We've got the mushroom template set. There's the mushroom single, and then there's the mushroom duo. And the mushroom, can I get this off of set? Yes. The mushroom duo is the small and the large one that you see there, and it also incorporates a little frill template which enables you to make that little frill that you see on the mushroom. It also, put you on the close-up cam, it also makes a really nice little wing. Hang on, focus, there we go. It makes a really nice little wing shape. I don't know if you can see that. The lighting in here hasn't got much better, folks, and I do apologise. And these are all 3 of them used. Hang on. The close-up camera's just too close. Let me pop you back to that. All 3 mushrooms are the ones that are used to create that beautiful mushroom book cover. Also that we're releasing today are the Hessian bags. If you've got an event box, then you've got one in your event box, and we will be coming to that in just a moment. They are available in 4 colours. You've got brown, olive, natural and grey. They are available singularly or in packs of 4, and you can have a pack of 4 of one colour, or there is a mixed pack available for that as well. Staying with the autumn theme, obviously, we've released a new template set which are sycamore leaves. It's 3 really gorgeous sized leaves. I believe they are 80mm, 100mm and 120mm, and they do create some absolutely gorgeous shapes. Now they are a little bit fiddly because of the small little striations are within the template, but a little bit of perseverance and you really will end up with some absolutely gorgeous leaf shapes. Which brings us to the big project launch for autumn and for today, which is of course the Pansy project, and the kit that we are supplying with that is you can get the kit for Autumn Blaze. There is also a 2.5, I think it's 2.25 hour tutorial, something like that, that goes along with it, and it takes you through step by step every single part of the creation process for making that graded and toned leaf petal rather. And I do also take you through how to make the petals if you're just doing a plain colour as well. So there is an awful lot in that kit. You get enough to make, how many is it, 10? You can make at least 10 pansies out of that kit, and a very, very wide selection of leaves as well. So, we do. I was supposed to tell you this in part 1, but it's okay. We have to save some extra bits for part 2. So, the Mums Makery Facebook group, which is facebook.com/group/mumsmakery. If you're over on YouTube and you're not a part of the Facebook group, please do come across and join us, because the Facebook group has hit 1,500 members. Which is completely mad because it's only been going since January. 1st of January, I launched the Facebook group, and here we are just into September and we have 1,500 members. It is absolutely amazing, and each and every one of you we consider part of our big fluffy family. And it is a really great group. So if you are watching us over on YouTube and you've not found us yet on Facebook, please do come over and have a join with us. There are some questions when you join. Please just answer them. Make sure you agree to the group rules and guidelines. So yeah, 1,500 members. What? I think the Pixies are angling for fudge rises. It has been a constant theme that they want a fudge rise. So, and I think they're using memberships in the group to renegotiate their terms. What?
Carrots.
Oh, right, okay. She said, what she said was somebody spotted your carrots, and I've gone, what? Your carrots? What? It did not like it. Carrot. We're Bristolian. We drop vowels, not consonants. Which means I've got to now work my way over here and try and disassemble a bit of the set that I didn't. Thanks, mate. I've got a lovely bunch of carrots. Oh my God. Right, here we go. Carrots. What a lovely bunch of carrots. And if you were with us for the Christmas in July broadcast, which was back in, oddly, July, I showed you how to make a carrot. The carrots are made from the Versatangle template, which came out at the Christmas in July show. Now, these particular carrots, obviously there's a whole range of them, range of colours, and then they've got a wire top, and the leaves are the poppy/daisy leaf template. So this leaf is in the Dainty Daisy set, and it's in the poppy set as well. So these carrots were made using 2 Versatangles. So you make one. I show you how to make one in in the actual broadcast, and I am planning on doing a specific tutorial. It's like anything, I'm playing catch up with a few of the videos because I do the live makes on air with you guys, and then what I want to try and do is go back and actually do specific tutorials for those makes, because don't get me wrong, the broadcasts are awesome and they're completely mental, but if you just want to watch a tutorial, you just want to watch a tutorial. You don't necessarily need me sort of throwing up screens of different bits and bobs and all the rest of it. So I do want to go back and make more tutorials for the things that we are making in the live broadcasts, but you can see how I made a thin carrot in the Christmas broadcast. I think that was part 2. Yeah, part 2 of the Christmas broadcast. And I made a thin one out of one Versatangle. And to make these chunkier ones, you would use 2 and wrap one over the top of the other. I've got to put the carrots back now.
The set's going to be destroyed. They've all spotted the ferret.
Oh, my ferret? Oh, I can't reach that far. People, come on. I put these things randomly about just to sort of fill out the jar. I tell you what, I'll show you the hedgehog.
You can all see the ferret.
They can all... I made him ages ago. He is actually no, I can't reach. I'm not even going to try. Sorry, people, now. But what I will do is I'll throw up a screen and I'll run around and get him and come back. But what I will do is I will pop up a screen. An autumn hedgehog. What about the autumn hedgehog? We love an autumn hedgehog, she says, as she navigates her way across the set, narrowly avoiding danger of all the cables that are all over the floor. B's indicating that maybe I should limbo. Yeah, I'm not built for limbo, mate. And we're back. So the hedgehog, who's over here and I can reach. In fact, let me get the little close-up cam. Look at him. He's so great. And let me see if I can get a bit of a close-up there. These spines are they're all made. You can get hedgehog fabric. I've got hedgehog in my brain now, haven't I? You can get hedgehog fabric, but these are all individually made. And do you remember that hedgehog that you made me? Do you remember? I'm sorry, I'm talking to... I'm sure everybody thinks that I'm now talking... You made me hedgehog. And you know, you gave him to me and you said, there you go, and you can just stitch that fabric on the back, and I never got around to it. So what I'm thinking, people, is that I might do a tutorial on making the hedgehog spines and use the hedgehog that Pixie B gave me. It was about a year ago, wasn't it? He's so sweet. He's in the other room. But, and then we'll make these spines and I'll show you how to do that. It might be a nice little tutorial. And actually, I'm going to destroy the set even more. No, because his little base, it's all about the inspiration, isn't it? It's just one of those little wicker wreath rings, and I think this is probably about a 4-inch wreath ring. And then it's got some sycamore leaves that have been used to create a little bed for him. And see, he's got little leaves stuck on his spines as well. So we do, I know Mum's Makery is a business, and, it is something, I love felting, but it's also as much for me about popping stuff about the place that inspire you, because sometimes you'll just see something and you just, you know, I want to make that, but I want to do this to it and that to it. You know, we all get inspiration from so many different places. Ferret. This guy was, I had ferrets a long time ago. I had 6 of them, 4 boys and 2 girls. And this one was sort of modelled off of one of the ferrets that we had. And if you look, hang on, I'm going to move the close-up camera just up a smidge, and then he might actually sit in frame better. There we go. It's all about the camera angles. Let's see if that works better. There we go. So if you look on the YouTube channel, I'm going to pop my hand in front of the camera a minute, mainly because it should help it focus, I hope. Right. If you go onto the YouTube channel, you'll actually see that I used this guy for quite a few of the, I used him for the nose tutorial. So this is a nose that I made using wool and felter's wax. Oh, there we go, it finally focused. So this nose is actually made from wool and felter's wax, and then he's got a little bit of felter's wax on his lip there, and his ears are wool and wax as well. The eyes are just your standard black teddy bear eyes. He does have a wire frame, armature even, and he's got some little claws, which I use the armature assistant for making. It's very good for making matching claws. And then what dapper little ferret wouldn't be without his bow tie? And that's the ferret. I honestly was not expecting to have to explain him, but but there we go. There we go. Right. I'm going to give you, let's do the sponsored make. We'll do the sponsored make because that's another screen that I can put up whilst I go and put the ferret back. The sponsored make by the insanely talented Elaine. She made this amazing scarecrow, and just to point out that the spine or the spiky bits on the scarecrow are exactly the same technique as the spiky bits on the hedgehog, and the spiky grass as well around the base of the scarecrow. So that is October's sponsored make, and each month, God, that would be horrendous, wouldn't it? I was trying to do it each month. Each quarter we try to sponsor an artist to create something and just, you know, do something completely random, and we supply all the materials for them to make their vision of a project. And I said to Elaine, it would be absolutely awesome if you would do something sort of, you know, heading towards Halloween. And I don't think he's got a name, but Mr. Pumpkinhead Scarecrow is what she did, and he's absolutely amazing. There will be a full list of the make and what colours were used and everything else. He does feature actually a lot of our 4 new colours, so it's an excellent make, and well done, Elaine. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for sending him to me, because you're not getting it back. I've got a whole shelf in the Makery of stolen stuff. It all started with the spring lamb, and it's just evolved from there. So the scarecrow is our October sponsored make, and I think that would bring us nicely on to our make. Yay! See what I did there? So for those of you that have the event box, you will need to grab your kit number 2. For those who don't have an event box, this is a make that you would need to have an event box for, mainly because it requires a template and everything else. Now, The template, if I can find it, in here is the single mushroom. So you actually get this template in your event box, and that would be the one that's at the top left, the mushroom template. So that's the one that's in your kit. So you've got your mushroom template. This is such a cool kit. You've got one of the Hessian bags, and I just absolutely love the quality of these bags. They really are, they're really well made, and they're a really nice fabric. You've got an embroidery hoop. That's a 4-inch embroidery hoop. There is a bit of random string. Oh, it's not random string, it's random ribbon, and that's for hanging your hoop up. And then you've got a piece of fabric, and the colour of your fabric may vary. You may have this sort of, is that blue or green? I'm colourblind. Blue. So there is this blue colour, there's a brown, and there's sort of like a really dark charcoal colour. So the bit of fabric that you get will be random. Oh, there's a random acorn. Let's put that up there. Let's not put that up. And then you've got a selection of colours, and the bulk colour that you've got is our natural linen. Then there's some dark brown, some mouse, and some ginger. Don't forget that you've also got the additional colours in your event box as well, if you wanted to do anything different. And the whole idea for this make is, you may be able to see it up here, is we do a mushroom in a hoop on some fabric. You can also put the mushroom on your bag, and you know, you can stuff a bit of foam in there, or you can stuff you can fill it with rice maybe, put a clip on the end or something, however you want to embellish to felt onto your bag. It's obviously entirely up to you. But don't feel restricted, the bag is there to use. If you've got other of our templates, or you want to freehand something, it's entirely up to you. There's a couple of bags that have been embellished with the sycamore leaf, and this one is the oak leaf, and that's proper acorn caps that have some gorgeous gold on them, and obviously the acorn part of the acorn, that's not right, is it? The nut part. The nut part has been glued into an acorn cap. And then again, as I showed you in part 1, this was actually done freehand off of this. You can see that that's how that started. But there's maybe a merit in producing a pixie mushroom or a pixie palace mushroom template or something. The pixie's ears are pricked up now, I'm sure. So obviously there's lots of ways that you can embellish your bag. We're going to be working on the hoop. So for that, you'll find that the piece of fabric that you've got has already been pre-cut to fit the hoop. So I've got my flat mat. So I have my foam surface, then I have my flat mat, and then I have my felt topper and apparently a little bit of cardboard. So that's what I'm going to be using. This is now, it's not a building thing, it's a colouring in thing. So you want to just pop your hoop on your fabric. In fact, I might just ditch my foam a minute so that there's a better angle for the camera. And that's about where you want it, in the middle. It doesn't have to be precise, but that's where we're going to put our template. I'm going to be using my 40 spiral, and I'm going to be using the natural linen fibre that will be in the kit. I think the natural linen fibre is a really good mushroomy colour. So what we're going to do is just start out by pulling off little pieces, and we're not filling and trying to felt, we're just colouring in. So I'm going to start by going around my edges, and I just want to get some fibre down. Now what I'm doing is I'm piercing the fabric, and I'm going ever so slightly through it and out the other side. The harder that you drive with your needle, the further you will push those fibres through. You want them to go through your fabric, but you don't necessarily want them to go deep into whatever surface you're using. And that's also why I like to use a nice light needle. I won't be lifting mine very much because I'm felting quite lightly, but if you are felting on a different surface or slightly heavier, then after you've done a little bit of felting, just remember to lift your fabric. As you can see, it's starting to come through the back there. And then pop your template on. And all we're looking for at the moment is an even cover of colour. And we'll work on some building up shapes once we've got that initial fibre down. So it's just keep pulling off bits, and you've got loads of this to work with. So there we go, just take your time with it, and you're just going to lay down that starting shape. Just need a tiny little bit more down in my corner. And don't forget that there will be a show and share post going up in the Mum's Makery Facebook group for your mushroom hoops a little bit later on, or by the end of this show the post should be there, so it will be ready and waiting for you to share your makes. So there we go. That's my first pass there. So you can see I've got the first layer of that down. Just a little bit of refinement for the shape, as I had a little overspill from my template. And there. I'm just going to go all over it a little bit more of a driving action. Just all over. And this is a very simple shape to colour in as well. So lifting my fabric. And one thing you can use, I've got my trusty clattering tool. So, and I'm going very, very lightly with this because I'm not driving through. I'm just going all over just to help get those fibres down. Just that first layer. And then you can just go around and neaten up your edges. So all nice and neat. We're not worried too much because we can do a little bit more refinement after. But that's about where we want to be with it. Just a light covering all over with our template shape. Now what I'm going to do, and if I get one of the one of these down that I can reach easy. There we go. There's one. So at the moment, we've just laid down some flat colour just to get our starting shape. But what we're going to do now is start raising it. And if I can show you the side-on view for that, you see that certain parts of it are raised. And that's what we're going to start to do now. We've put that down so we always know where our template's going to go. And if you're looking at something, the cap is going to be a lot deeper than the stalk. So I'm going to put a little bit more colour down in this stalk area. But I'm going to mainly focus on that top bit. And this is, there's no weights or measures to this. You're just putting the fluff down until you're happy with it. You can get something really quite 3D if that's what you want. So I'm putting down a little bit more colour just to build it up, make that stalk a little stronger. And I think we're almost there for that. A little bit around that top sort of shape there, just underneath that cap. And there we go. Now obviously we're doing that sort of button mushroom style of colouring, but you can do, you know, you can do that red and white top mushroom. You know, you could do them whatever colours you like. So all over, nice covering. And then what I'm going to do is start actually putting some serious fibre down in the top. So this is probably about, what, about 0.1 of a gram. Let's have a look. 0.2 of a gram. So I've got 0.2 of a gram here. So I'll see how I get on with that. And this is all going up into this top part. And like with most of the templates, allow your fluff to overhang the edge. Run your needle down that edge and then pull your fluff back in, and you'll just find that that will give you a much neater edge. So I'm going to put a little bit down that way, a little bit more down that way. It's going to need a bit more fibre in it as well, probably about another 0.1. Yeah. So I'm going to overhang my template on this side, run up that edge, and then pull those fibres back in. And I'm keeping all of this fibre up in this top bit because I really want to start making the cap stand out a lot more and give it a lot more sort of definition. So that's the next bit down, and I'm probably going to use another 0.3 grams as well. You can see we're starting to get that kind of separation in depth. So you can make this, you know, you can make this as deep as you want. So I'm just going to bring my edges in a little bit. Normally when you're doing a felted thing, you would lift the thing up and then put the thing back into the template, not put the template over the thing. And because we're 2D felting, we're having to put the template back over, so make sure you get your edges in. Okay. So there we go. That's about 0.3 grams in the top, just for speed. Popping that back in. Now you may want yours a little more bumpy and filled out. That's entirely up to you. I'm going to stick with that just for ease and speed. So I'm going to run my needle, because from here on in we're sort of going to freehand it a little bit more, and this is where you can start making some real differences in your mushrooms, still based off of the same template, but this extra little bit of sculpting will just change the contours. There you have it. So there's the start of our little mushroom. I'm going to just take that round the top there. And again, I'm using just the first barb or two of the needle. I'm just going through my fabric ever so slightly. Let's make a nice definitive indent in that bottom bit there. Turn it round a little bit more and work on the other side. And for this cap, don't necessarily make it straight across. You know, give yourself some contouring. So there's the start of my mushroom. The rest of these colours are for sort of shading and stuff. So what I'm going to do is stop there for a minute whilst you, because you may be carrying on and filling this up a little bit more. So I'm going to stop that there for 1 second and come back to you. So we've just got a little bit of time for everybody to be in the same place. So is there anything that we're going to do, that we can do whilst we're loitering? Yes, okay, we can do that. I don't know where it is. Oh, okay, I could do that too. If I could find it. It was here, I promise it was here, because I did show it in the first half. Hang on a minute. There it is it the back? I got it. So was it last weekend? Yeah, it was last weekend. The weeks are blurring. Last weekend, Mum's Makery was delighted to have been a part of the Creative Craft Show online weekender event, and we launched the Highland Thistle brooch. And let me pop that out of the way a minute. And it's a lovely, or the AKA the beaker brooch, if you're Sarah. And it's an absolutely lovely make. And the tutorial is freely available on the YouTube channel. And the YouTube channel is youtube.com/mumsmakery. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do go over to YouTube after the event here and subscribe to the channel, because obviously it all helps the channel grow. And if you hit the little bell icon as well, you'll be notified when I upload new videos, and we've got lots more coming. So we launched the Highland Thistle brooch. Now this is a quick kit, so you get everything in the kit to make the brooch, including, let me go back to the close-up, including this gorgeous silver tussy brooch vase or vase, depending on where in the country you want to be. But however you choose to pronounce it, it is a lovely finishing piece. And as a result of that, we do actually now stock the tussies as well, and you can buy them singularly or in packs of 3. And they are an absolute joy. They just make such a nice luxury finish to anything like, you know, your little brooches. You could put a little pansy brooch in there, and there's just so many options with these. So there you go. Job done, boss. What's next? She's like, oh, but they're felting. We'll save the next giveaway until after the. No, because they need to look for their tea. She's not with it today, is she? Have we? Okay, cool. Apparently I can just sit back and chill out because I've done everything because I'm so good. Do I get fudge now? Can I just stand here and eat fudge? There's plenty of it under here. She's like, what? So I wish I had a camera that points that way. That's it. That's what we can do for the next event, the bee cam. She's now sat there just going, no, yeah, the bee cam. It would be awesome. We'll have the bee cam and then I can just like, because they just see my reactions to your faces. Whereas I can go over to the bee cam and you'll be there like, oh, 90% of the phases she pulls is this. With the occasional 5% of, and then the last 5% is when I'm going, I'm going to do this instead. She goes, wait, what? Okay, so, see, Cheryl wants a bee cam. Yvonne wants a bee cam. Hayley thinks the bee cam is an epic idea. She is truly horrified. There you go, we need a bee cam. Bee cam, bee cam. I'm pretty sure I've got something else under it to distract. I'll put my dealy boppers back on. There you go. Hang on, that's now turned round. Ribbons to the front. There we go. Just get a bee cam on the dealy bopper. It has descended into utter chaos over there now. Okay, so I don't know if I can reach the card. We've got a card. Oh, I don't want to reach the card. Let me kick that. Stretch. There we go. Something else off of the, something else randomly off of the set. This is an autumnal card that I made back last year, and it's an 8-inch brown craft card base. And hang on, the close-up cam's just too close for this. And then I layered it with sort of bits of mirror card, gold mirror card, and some papers and stuff. And then these panels, I cut. These are the bookmark templates. These ones, and then obviously this is the fern template. And I made the panels then slightly bigger than that and just sort of layered the card out. But you know, you can incorporate your felting with your card crafting and, you know, all sorts of other things. We've got a few little sort of pictures for you. There's the card in a little bit of a better setting than me with it blurry on the camera. But I took everything, as I think I mentioned in part one, I took everything in, where did I go? Forest of Dean, that's where I went. I went to the Forest of Dean and took all the autumn stuff because obviously it was a great opportunity and a great setting to just take some of the autumn stuff out and just photograph it actually in woodland. And there are the lanterns that you see in front of the display here as well. And of course the boss. The boss had to get on in on the action as he always does. And of course the little hedgehog. Just swing back to the hedgehog because he's so cute. And the colours are there that were used in his creation, which were mouse dark brown, warm brown, sand black and ginger. So it was really nice to take all of this stuff out and, you know, just sort of set it up in the woods and just have a raucous time just putting everything out and photographing it. It was a lot of fun. And I hope that maybe some of these pieces, you know, inspire you to, you know, create something in the same way. These lanterns, I will confess, the lanterns, I have wanted to make lanterns like that for absolutely ages, and I kept not bothering and putting off. And then when we decided to do the autumn fair, it was like, right, I'm going to do it. And I think, as I mentioned in part 1, these smaller sunflower heads are made from the Snowdrop template set, the Snowdrop outer petal, and the same with this one, the Snowdrop outer petal, and it's just there's less petals. This one has a back on it like the normal sunflower. So if you look at the tutorial, which is over on the YouTube channel, the sunflower tutorial, the full tutorial is now freely available on the YouTube channel, and it shows you how to make the calyx for the sunflower using the sunflower petal shape. And you do exactly the same thing with this. You just use the Snowdrop template and use a smaller circle, and you get these shorter, stubbier sunflowers. And then obviously we've got a mixture of, we've got some pussy willow in there, we've got some oak leaves in there, there's some beech leaves in there, and this is on a supporting wire which wraps around and comes up to the top, and that's just a whole bunch of wires that I just looped around, covered in brown florist tape. So there are a lot of things that you can do to add your felting to various things for embellishment and you know, and just amazing decor. Right, so I'm going to come back now and carry on with our little mushroom make. And as I said previously, these other colours that you've got are for shading and embellishment. There's, you know, there's an idea of one there. And I might be able to get another one down. Hold on. Let's see. Let's get that other one down. And there's another variant, exactly the same template, completely different look. You know, absolutely great. And that's basically what we're going to do here. Once you've got your main base felted down and you've got a raised section that you're happy with, I'm going to start with my dark brown. Mine will probably end up looking a mess because what I'm going to do is show you a couple of things which may or may not work. But whenever you're doing, I'm going to use my mushroom as a guinea pig for showing you how to get a really nice straight line with your fluff. Get your piece of fluff like so, give it a bit of a roll. In fact, let me move that out of the way a minute, and just go along it with your needle, first barb, just so it knits those fibres together a little bit, because when you want to do a straight line, you're going to want this to be under tension. And if you've got a short staple length of a fibre like this is, the minute you put it under tension, these will pull away. So you need to have a little bit of a knit of the fibres. Now, to get a nice straight line, I'll do it on this again actually because it's white and I'm using a dark colour. We're going to imagine that this piece of fabric is a felted thing, and this is also the same for leaves. If you want to put a felted vein on, some of the leaves that I've got have got felted veins on, some have got no veins on, some have got stitched veins on. This is the bed from the hedgehog and you can see that these leaves, the veins on these are felted. Now if you want to get that nice straight but thin line, the best way that I've found to do this, we're going to pretend that this fabric is the leaf. You just attach your end and then you twist. You roll those fibres and twist them and then stab down that line. And what you will get is a very nice straight line, but because you've twisted the fibres, you haven't got bits sort of stuck out everywhere. And hang on, there's a leaf, that'll do. Let's pull that off. So what you're going to do is decide where you want it, and again, a light needle. Decide where you want the end to be, and then you're going to twist and roll. Like so. Twist and roll. And if you get halfway down and your fibres break, I'm completely going off script here, I'm supposed to be doing a mushroom, but just attach a few more fibres where it broke and twist and pull it ever so slightly, and there you go. And obviously your little bit that's down there, snippety snip snip, and then just felt that into your leaf. And that's how you get a really nice neat straight line if you want to do veining or anything else like that on your felting, which was completely not a mushroom. I'll go back to the mushroom now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is use some of this dark brown and think about your shading. Obviously it's going to be darker underneath, and if you just want to get a feel for it, just put down a little bit of fibre, a couple of little tacking stabs, and go, yeah, that's all right, that is, I like that. Now I've got some of the mouse colour, and I find that a little thin web of the mouse colour over the natural linen gives a real nice, I don't want to say automatic sort of shading, but the mouse colour, if you can see, there's already different colours in it, so it kind of gives you a hand. I'm going to bring my template back in because I don't want too much to spill off of the side, so I'm just going to put a little bit of that mouse, and it is just a few hairs, run round the outsides, and it's probably going to be indistinguishable on camera, but it has just given a slightly different colour to that mushroom top. And I find that colour, you know, if you look at these sort of colours of mushrooms, the caps, they are a bit well, they look a bit dirty in places, don't they? They look very patchy. So adding the mouse colour, just like I said, just a minimal spread works wonders. And you can pull off a teeny tiny, you are really dealing with just a few hairs. I'm going to put just a smidge of ginger on that side. Just tack it down a little bit Do I like it? Yeah, actually I think I do. So I'm going to commit to that a little bit more and felt it down a little bit firmer. And if you use a very light needle and you don't drive really hard to start with, if you do put down some fibre and then you think, oh, actually no, I don't like it, you can just pull it off. It felt very forgiving. So there. And then I'm going to put some darker brown. I think that side. It's a bit much. Just put a little bit down the store. And, you know, once you've got the basic shape, then, you know, you really are just into the realms of colouring how you like it. You know, doing things that you like. And as with, you know, the first one, example that I showed you of the mushroom already in the hoop, take some of the really dark colour up into your cap. You know, and because you've got that depth in the head, you can make these indentations and really give it some sort of diversity. I'm going to add a little bit more of the mouse just up this one side so it's just a little bit darker. There. And mine's still a bit hairy and stuff, but you can go, you know, go round. If you're trying to neaten up the edges, a nice shallow needle, just going round, will give you a very nice crisp edge. And always remember that the wool will go the way that you point the needle. So if I want this to go this way, then I can do that. But it's pushing it over far too much. So always remember to be very, very gentle and make sort of micro adjustments just using that first barb. And just go around and neaten your whole thing up. So that's where I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave mine. I'll pop this one back up there. And here's another similar project, but this one's been done with the small sheep. And again, when writing words and stuff, that technique of rolling the fibres to get really nice definitive lines will really help if you want to do something like writing names or doing numbers or anything like that. And coaster template, I don't know if you guys can see, but over here there are some coasters which have holly, ivy, oak and beech leaf on them. And again, you make the coaster. There is a coaster tutorial on the YouTube channel, and you just make the coaster, and then like what we have done here, you just use the template to colour in, and you don't do any raised areas because obviously with a coaster you want it nice and flat, but you can get some really nice autumnal coasters. And again, using that rolled fibre technique to create those lines. Okay, so I will let you carry on with your mushrooms. And here's another, this is one of the bags that just has, let me pop it back in front of the close-up, another bag that has just the mushroom shape it's been defined quite a bit, and then some extra kind of grass put on it as well. So a really, really simple embellishment, but really effective on the bag. Lots and lots of different things that you can do with it. And there is the show and share post in the Facebook group. And if you have, if you have made a mushroom or your hessian bag or anything, then do pop a picture on that post. It just makes things quite easy for me, because then I can go and see everybody's makes in one place. I'm not sort of scrolling up and down the Facebook group. So,
is there any way they can protect their coasters?
Any way to protect their coasters from
Spillages.
Oh, I don't know of any way to protect the coasters. I mean, to be fair, the coasters in a nice little stack of 4 with a little bit of a parcel ribbon and stuff around them make a really nice gift. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I might challenge one of the pixies. Obviously, there's that stuff that makes it really stiff and waterproofy, isn't there? I don't know is the honest answer for protecting your coasters from spillages. Make them for show. I don't know. We'll have a think about it. If anybody does know of a good way to perhaps protect things like coasters and that kind of stuff from spillages and whatnot, if you do have a product or something in mind. There is, what's that stuff that you spray chairs with? It's like Scotch Guard or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how it will react to felt. So, but we might put it out there in the group, and I'm sure that somebody will have done something that may have an answer for you. I don't know who asked the question, but if you have an ask in the Facebook group, Linda, yeah, have an ask in the Facebook group, and you never know what you might find. There's usually somebody in there that has experience of something, and they are all an incredibly helpful and very talented bunch. So, okay, time's getting on. Giveaway, and the raffle. We haven't forgot the raffle, don't worry. Who's left on the Pixie giveaway?
We have Vanessa.
Sweet Vanessa. Vanessa's giveaway. And Vanessa's giveaway, let me just come back to you a second. Vanessa's giveaway was to pick 4 colours from our wool range. And if some of you look on the website under projects, infos and downloads, there's a whole wealth of things. And I do know that the new template weights and measures are not there yet, but they will be over the coming week. Under the projects, infos and downloads, there is a section for wallpapers, I think it's called, and backgrounds. And a while back, because I like photography, I got a bunch of wools and stuff, and I made some fluffy backgrounds because I realised that there were not really any needle felting orientated phone backgrounds or phone wallpapers. So in true me style, I decided that if I couldn't find any, I'd make some. And I happened to lay out the fluff for the lovely lavender set. I thought that looks really nice. So I took a couple of shots and I put up the wallpaper for anybody who wanted it. And I think there's also a couple of others on the site as well. So if you want some fluffy and needle felting related phone wallpapers, hop over to the website and you can grab them for free. But what we decided to do is, as autumn is ablaze with colour, pick 4 colours from our range and of ones that you would like to see assembled into a fluffy phone wallpaper. And there have been some absolutely bonkers suggestions. and there have been some absolutely wonderful ones. And what we're going to do is whoever wins the giveaway, I will take those 4 colours and I will turn them into a wallpaper background for, I'm hoping now I can get the resolution so that it will work for a phone, a tablet, or even maybe even a PC, who knows. So I need my phone, speaking of phones, because we need to do my lovely assistant, Google. So how many entries do we have for Vanessa?
107.
107. Okay. So here we go. We've got number 1 to number 107. And if Lynn wins this again, number 41. Number 41. So if you are number 41 on Pixie Vanessa's prize giveaway draw, congratulations. You are the winner of a surprise something. Carol Mitchell. Congrats, Carol. Yep, Carol Mitchell. Cool. We are confirmed. Carol, congratulations. You are the winner. You will need to shoot me an email. That's mumsmakery@gmail.com with your address. I mean, to be honest, I know I've got it. I have most of the addresses, but if you could shoot me an email with your address on and say that you are Pixie Vanessa's prize giveaway winner, number 41, please. And all of the Pixie giveaway boxes and the Boss bonus giveaway box will go out at nearer the end of next week. Speaking of the Boss bonus giveaway, don't forget that you still have until 6 p.m. tonight to join in that free giveaway. I will be doing the draw later on, probably not too long after 6 o'clock, but I will be doing that draw this evening once the shows are finished. It's just an extra little giveaway that we're going to do for people who weren't able to join in the Pixie giveaways or have just found us for the first time. So it's just a little something extra we like to do. Raffle? Oh, yes. Yes, the mushroom. You can tell it's getting near the end of the day, can't you? I'm answering her questions. Yes, the mushroom will be a tutorial. For the quick version of the tutorial is pretty much like all of the other templates. Get your edges in first, fill to the middle, and just fill it up with the weight that you want at the moment. I don't remember off the top of my head what the weights for the mushrooms are. And again, everything like this, it'll all be sort of coming out on the website over the next week or so. Okay. Raffle! No, that's Flingo. God, no. You've got the raffle bowl. Are you going to come on camera? Go on. I can't reach, Pixie B. I can't reach. Wave, Pixie B. Told you at the last event I get one camera. Surprise cameo by Pixie B, aka Flingo Face. That's right. Next time I'll get a proper ear with me. Right. We draw 3 raffle prizes. The first raffle prize is. You've got the spreadsheet. She's being difficult now. It's because I made her get on camera. It's a voucher, isn't it? A £20 voucher? Yeah, it's a £20 gift voucher for the website. It's the trauma too much of you being on camera. And this is lucky number 52. So if you have raffle ticket number 52, then what I need you to do, and as with all of the raffle winners, is to send a picture of your raffle ticket, either to Pixie Hayley or Pixie Nikki, or to me directly. I will try to catch up with messages and everything after the show, but as you can appreciate, it's not always easy. You can email me again, mumsmakery@gmail.com, if you need to. So number 52 is the £20 voucher. Prize number 2 is a template set of your choice. Dun, 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 dun. Lucky number 10. So if you are lucky number 10, then please send a picture of your raffle ticket to me or one of the Pixies, and you are the and also let me know what your choice of template set is. Any template set that you want. Oh. Big stir for the end. Big finish. And this one is for a £5 gift voucher. And this one is, oh my God, the suspense. 143, 143. So if you are 143, please send me an email or get hold of one of the Pixies with a picture of your raffle ticket, and we will give you a £5 gift voucher to spend on the website. So what I'm going to do is just very, very quickly run you through the new product launches for today. Please do remember that they will be available after the show, as long as it takes me to have a drink and sort of load everything up ready to go. So obviously we have the mushroom set, which consists of the single mushroom. If you have the event box, then you already have that mushroom. Then you've got the mushroom duo, which is a small button mushroom and a much larger toadstool. You also get that lovely frill template, which doubles up very nicely as a little wing. I know, because I did it. Next up, we've got those gorgeous Hessian Effects drawstring bags. 4 colour choices available. Oh, Peach Nicholson is number 143. I just caught chat. Where was I? Bags, yes. Bags. We've got 4 colours available: brown, olive, natural and grey. They are available as a single bag or a pack of 4. So you can have a pack of 4 of a single colour, or you can have a pack of 4, which is a mixed bag, and that's 1 of each colour. That wonderful new sycamore leaf template set. That's 3 different sizes of sycamore leaves. I believe it's 8. I keep saying it's 80, 100 and 120, but now I question myself that it's not 60, 80 and 100. But I don't know. So there are 3 very, very nice sizes, and like I think I mentioned before, it's a little bit of a fiddly template, but it's well worth a little time and effort just getting those little folded pieces of felt into the little points and ticks of those leaves. Our 4 new colours of fluff. We've got autumn gold, harvest gold, honeycomb and navy blue. Both will be, or they all 4 will be available in both the 10 and 50 gram packs. And finally, our wonderful, beautiful Autumn Blaze Pansy project, which is available. The kit is available in the Autumn Blaze colour, and that gives you everything that you need, all the materials that you need in there to make 10 pansies and a large assortment of leaves. Do be aware, if you haven't bought from Mum's Makery before, that the kits all contain the materials that you need, so the wires, the fluff, tape, anything like that, but they do not include felting surfaces or needles. We do have starter sets on the website, including the flat mat, which particularly for felting with the templates, and I think many of the members will agree, it's an absolutely beautiful surface to felt with. You get a really, really nice finish to your leaves and your petals. And the template set for the pansies, there's 6 templates in that set. And as always, you can buy the template set separately, and you can buy the kit separately, or you can buy the 2 together as a combo deal at a slightly discounted price. I think that's it. Yes, brilliant. Okay, it looks like we are hurtling towards the end of our second show for the Mums Makery Autumn Fair event. Do remember that we have a Halloween party coming up. That's going to be the second week in October. There is going to be a goodie bag for it, and that will become, more information about that will be coming on the Facebook group and our newsletter and across social media. You can find us across pretty much all the social medias. And there will be a Christmas show. I'm going to leave that without any more information than that. It's something that we've got planned. It is different, and I think you guys are really, really going to love it. I know that I am super excited about the Christmas show. So I have brought out very, very quickly just a lovely little bunch of leaves, just to show you all. There's the oak, there's the beech, there's ivy, and there's sycamore. And what a lovely autumn pile of leaves they are indeed. Okay, I believe that that's a wrap. Thank you so much for spending your time, not once but twice, with us today. And again, please do remember that there are posts in the group where you can share your makes with us. If you aren't part of the group already, do come over and join us. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. It really makes everything, across social media grow for us all. Thank you to all of the Pixies and everybody who has helped out to give this show this amazing autumnal feel and look. Congratulations to all of our giveaway winners. Again, from me, from Pixie Bee, from all of us here at Mums Makery, she's waving. Thank you all again for spending your time with us today, and we wish you all a very crafty day.